Excellent. Good. That's great. And we can certainly utilize this for going forward. But first off, I want to start off with the team and introducing Julie and Claudia to you from TrueScore. And just to give you a little background with TrueScore, I must say that, one of the very first parts that I noticed about TrueScore was the team. They really had a talented team of people, as I spoke to Julie and Claudia and to Peter, who you may meet in the future or possibly at the end of the call. I basically found that, I found some really authentic people that really knew what they were doing in terms of making a great product. And I could tell that from talking with them as well as trying the product samples. The one element that's really crucial for the golf market too is the distribution, because categorically this product has been infiltrated, product category has been infiltrated by some companies who sell to drugstores and mass markets and Medterra, and you guys know who they are, the guys that are out there. And I think that just made a little bit of the pro shops and golf pros because they didn't like to sell against those types of mass market retailers. But TrueScore is authentic to the golf industry. Their product will only be sold through golf shops and golf specialty stores. So we won't have that type of issue to deal with. You can be very proud of giving samples to your customers and getting the product in their door because the products work extremely well. And you'll find that the ailments the golfers have, they have a solution for every one of them. And I'll open up the floor to Julie and Claudia to go through the line and so that we better understand it.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for participating today. This is really a banner day for us too, because we're so excited to be able to do this presentation and help you to understand more about our products, why we're so proud of our products, and why we feel you can be also. So first of all, we're going to start out this morning and tell you a little bit about the passion and how we became TrueScore Golf. TrueScore itself really means to be without error. And it was our goal to create a product line that was such a high quality that it was incomparable, that there really is a competitor that can compete with what we do. We've been in business prior to this with Emulate Natural Care, a company that I started almost 20 years ago as a natural and organic body care products company. And so because we're a golfing family, kind of the interesting part of our story was when things were kind of changing for us during the last 18 months when COVID started to kick. We were a golfing family. We were still out golfing and we thought, why isn't there a product line for golfers? I mean, really, the wellness of your body is what it's all about in order to be able to perform and enjoy your sport to the maximum of your ability. And it doesn't matter if you're a junior and you're in training or you're a senior. And everybody's going to have something that they can use in our product line. So it was important for us to create this line because it was really exemplary of our commitment and our thought processes and what we love. And so that's kind of how TrueScore got started. We really care about people, and that's another reason why TrueScore was born. Emulate Natural Care was always about taking care of people, helping them in their wellness journey, providing them pain relief so that they could function and live life to the fullest. So again, TrueScore was just a natural extension of what we already did, but specifically for the golf community. So on that note, I'd kind of like to go from there and have Claudia tell you a little bit about the pack that we've been sending out, the Pro Sample Pack. We've been getting requests for these, and we thought you might like to see what it is we're sending to your customers.
Sure. So here's the sample pack that we sent. So it comes in our product caddy, which is really nice looking, and they're gonna find a purpose of it too. And then we have here the essentials. We have separated the products with CBD in this little baggie here. So you're gonna find in this the arthritis and muscle relief, which is great for the joints and any sore spots that the golfer has. Enhanced with CBD, which as we all know, it is really effective as an anti-inflammatory and it helps to regenerate the cells. So this makes wonders for those who have, the problem, and who doesn't, right? You are golfing and you have the problem with your elbow. So, I mean, everybody pretty much would appreciate to have that product to help their performance and help their swing so they don't have future problems with their elbow. This one is Renew. Renew is a lotion that we have to recover. It's a recovery. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't show the front. This is it. So Renew with CBD is a really nice lotion for the recovery process. So when we're done golfing, we can get to the cart and just apply it all over, and it's gonna help us to recover and get rid of swollen spots and all the inflammation. We're gonna take it out. And we've also been sending this sample, which is the sublingual CBD. This is in the orange cream flavor. It's really nice because it helps you with jet lag. It helps you with, in general, soreness. And it has all the instructions in here as far as how to take it and what would be the dosage. So they should be completely set with our CBD offerings. And the rest, we have included, of course, the product that made all of this possible, which is the aromatherapy. And it has a booklet included where they can see and they can understand what this is all about. It explains why it works, and it explains how you would use it, whether it's, if you just smell on it, what effect it's going to have in your body. If you apply it topically and you inhale it, it's going to give you a better effect. So let's say, for example, we're about to tee off and we are pretty nervous in that first shot, right? Because there's a water hazard on the left or whatever. So we take this little secret that we have, which is the aromatherapy, we sniff on it, and then we apply it topically. That's gonna automatically help us to reduce our nervousness and to really focus on what we have to do and want to do, regardless of somebody behind us waiting for us to tee off, regardless of the kids making noise at the driving range, whatever. So you take this, and every hazard that you have, you are able to control and overcome by just sniffing on it. So it is really cool that they have this guide here, because even for putting, it works really good when you're trying to read the green and you're a little tired maybe, or the shade is, misleading you on the read. So you do that again and you feel more confident about the read that you're doing. So this is a very important product that is really important that we push it on the sense of, this really helps. We have a lot of people who have given us amazing feedback. And then I'm going to talk a little later about an amazing experience with Holes in One that we had with this. But first, I want to finish introducing you the products. So they have also a Bug Off, which is our amazing repellent. Works really great for the outdoors. So they would have a chance to try that one. It's really important to mention that this is really effective. It's not gonna harm your skin. It's not gonna irritate you. You can even use it in pets, just not in cats, because it could damage their nose because of the citrus oils. And once they apply it, this is very important, they wouldn't complain about their greens getting damaged or their tee boxes, because we use natural and organic ingredients. And we've had feedback from some of the people who are the maintenance people in the golf courses, and they say that all the time they get these patches of dead grass because they've been using the DEET or the off very regularly. So everybody, when they are in a hole where there's a lot of mosquitoes, they use a repellent and it kills the grass. So they won't have a problem with this Bug Off, which is completely natural and biodegradable, which adds a lot of value for the course. So we also have, just a second. And then we have these other 3 products that are gonna help with the performance. This is the arthritis and muscle relief with no CBD. So it it's not as potent as the one with CBD, but it's still wonderful for all the soreness and the stiff neck and problem with the knees and the lower back. I mean, pretty much everywhere where you have pain and discomfort, this is a must have. This is great. We also have the Renew, the one I showed you with CBD, but this one doesn't have the CBD on it, but it still works really, really great. And we have this, this product here is the Flex. The Flex is a very interesting product because what it does is that it allows you to warm up your muscles and your joints in a really fast way. So a lot of golfers, most golfers don't really want to spend a lot of time on the range doing stretches or warming up. And you know, that has a consequence of maybe you're not completely warmed up by the time you step on the first tee. And maybe that first shot that you're gonna take, because you're not warm enough, you're not gonna have the result that you expect. So for those who don't really wanna be there, well, it's easy. You just grab, this is it. So you just grab this product, Flex, you applied it in your wrists and your muscles, and then you're ready to go. One thing that is very important, and we've had a lot of good feedback from customers, is that the lotions penetrate the skin really fast. They completely absorb. So for those who think that they're gonna have, you know, sticky arms and it's gonna be uncomfortable throughout the round, that would not be the case, because it's such high quality that you apply it in about 5 minutes, you don't even know it's there, but it's already working. So all the products work really fast and they give results for a very long time, 6-8 hours. And so that is also very important to mention, that it's such high quality product that you're gonna get the results immediately and you are gonna feel them throughout the day. So we also have our high performance sunscreen. This sunscreen is awesome because it doesn't have any scent. So when the golfer is like sweating, they're not gonna have discomfort on their eyes because they got, you know, they got some scent on their eyes. This is not gonna happen with their sunscreen, with our sunscreen, excuse me. And it's a really, really nice consistency. It's SPF 50, and it's also biodegradable. So when golfers are on the beach or in a protected area where they cannot use anything but a biodegradable sunscreen, ours is the perfect choice, which is also very important to mention to those who carry the products, especially in protected areas. We have here the distance capsules. So those capsules are really, really important for when the golfer needs a little boost. So it gives you energy boost. It even helps you with hangovers. So we all know that the golfers out there, they like to have a very good time. So when they are not feeling quite as well because they are hungover or they've had, you know, they've been under the sun for a while, you take the distance capsules with lots of water, and it's gonna help you to feel better. It's gonna help you to detoxify your body and give you a boost of energy. And it also protects your immune system. So it's a really nice supplement for really give you that combination of balance and energy throughout the day without giving you the effect that caffeine gives you, where you kind of, you know, it's like a spike and then it wears off and then you don't feel very good the rest of the day if you don't have another coffee. So that one is really important too.
The moringa then really helps to prolong your energy throughout the day. So it's usually best to take it in the mornings or whatever is your early part of the day. Excuse me, because it's really going to continue you on a really even plane of energy throughout the day. And so even when you're playing your round, you know, you're on the back nine, you're starting to get a little tired. Maybe it's been really hot that day. And you don't have to worry about that because it's just going to give you that little boost. Similar feeling, excuse me, similar feeling to caffeine, but not, doesn't drop you off like a caffeine. And it's not like a big, you know, jolt. It just is very good for your health. It's improving the overall digestive system.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. And then one of the essentials that we all need at the course, the lip balm, which is Really, really nice. It has SPF 25. It moisturizes your skin and it protects it. And for those who have really, chapped lips and really dry, it's gonna help them to restore their lips.
Yeah, the SPF.
Yeah, the SPF and the mint, the essential oil that we use, the mint one is really refreshing as well. So it's really great product, and you don't really need a lot. You don't need like a thick layer for it to perform. So it lasts for a while too.
And I'd like to mention something too. So with our sunscreens and our sunscreen and the lip balm, those both have the SPF in those, and that is with a zinc oxide. And that zinc oxide is what has been really recommended by dermatologists now for several years, because it's a non-chemical base, but yet it works beautifully. And we use something called a clear zinc oxide. So it doesn't leave you like super pasty white. It still offers you the protection, but you don't look like a ghost.
Yeah. And well, the last item on this product caddy is the Endurance, the deodorant. So it's a really, really nice deodorant. It lasts for a long time. It's aluminum free and it's really safe to use for all skin types, even for those who suffer, from really sensitive skin. It lasts, the bar of deodorant lasts about 6, 8, or 12 months. We've had a lot of people saying that it lasts for a year. And it has the true score aroma, which also helps with your focus. And we found that a lot of people, a lot of guys especially, they want to have a natural deodorant out there, but most of the marketing is always for women. Like, I don't know, some people really feel hesitant about asking if they can use the same one. They don't want to have the scent, all the floral aromas in there. So we found that it's actually a very interesting product that has a lot of potential for people, for the guys who want to have something nice and have their skin protected. They are aware of all the cancer going around because of the aluminum packed deodorants, and they want to have the safe option. But in a lot of cases, they don't find anything that's targeted for men. And so we really believe that this product has a lot of potential.
I'd like to touch base on that product for just a moment too. So we've been making deodorant in our Emulate Natural Care line for, like I mentioned before, close to 20 years. Mm-hmm. And this is a stick deodorant. It stops perspiration on contact, but it does not block the pores. So the body is still able to detoxify. And this scent is something that's been very popular with both men and women. Now we know that most pro shops are probably not like looking to want to add a deodorant right into the pro shop, but it may come up that would be the case. It doesn't glob into the underarm hair for guys, and it works immediately. And as Claudia mentioned, a single unit will last most customers between 8 to 12 months, just one unit with daily use. And it'll keep odor away, guaranteed, for at least 8 hours and usually longer. So even though we brought this into the line because it is such a phenomenal product, and it's not in the pack, in the Golfer's Secret pack, but it is a great product. And so if you happen to know somebody that might be interested in that, just pass that word along. They can always order it online. So, okay, I'd like to take a few minutes now to tell you about the Golfer's Secret. We've told you about the samples that we're sending out. So when you ask for a pro sample pack to be sent to your customers so they can try the products, this is the one that they're going to get that has all the little small samples. Now we've got then the Golfer's Secret. I'm going to do this one. Whoops, sorry about that. I think I'm okay, right? Can you guys all see me still?
Yes, we can.
There we go. Okay, can you see me okay?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I bumped my keyboard. All right. So we have put this onto the front of the sales flyer. Hopefully you can see it okay there. There, yeah, that'll be better. So, so this is the golfer secret pack that you have on your sales flyer right now. This is the example of the customization that we can do. This one was created for the Cowboys Club. And these packs have then 6 products in them. So now instead of, well, let's go ahead and adjust the screen again. Okay, we'll be better at this next time. Okay, so so the products that come in this package are larger. So they're just getting in these, they're getting a few little samples, you know, so that they can try it out at least. This little wrapper, this little belt that's on here, is customizable as well. So if, for example, your customer wants to have a sponsor for a tournament or themselves included on this, we can also put their logo on there. The logo can go on the bag.
The logos for sponsors, they can go on the back too.
I probably should have just gone across the front. Actually, I'm going to do that. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I think you can see everything okay here. There we go. So across the front here, then, we have the example of what is in the golfer secret. They have an option, and we have that pricing on your sales flyer. And I don't know if everybody has seen this, but this is the sales flyer for the golfer secret. On the back is all the wholesale pricing and descriptions of the product. So it comes with a 1 ounce sunscreen, a 1 ounce insect repellent. This is a 1 milliliter size in the aromatherapy, and it comes with a little brochure. So again, they'll know how to use it. And then it comes with a 1/4 ounce size of, these are like little travel sizes. They'll get several uses out of these, on an average, at least 10 uses per product. Now, then there's also the lip balm, which you saw just a moment ago, and the Renew, again, in a 1 ounce size. All these fit really easily into that pack, and it clips right onto the bag with a carabiner. They have the option then, if they would like, to add, they kind of like an add, it's a substitution, excuse me, where there's 2 products that they can use with CBD. So they have the option of the arthritis and muscle rub with the CBD, which is 1,000 milligrams per 1 ounce. And they also have an option for the Renew with CBD, which, yep, that's the bigger one right there. So, oops, sorry.
You're good.
Bonk. Okay, so this is front row right here. This is all of the golfer secret. So when they order 12, they get 1 for free. We have a display that I was trying to print out a picture of it. It's going to be ready this week, and so it's a really lovely wood display. Has a great sign that goes on the back of it, and it'll hold a different combination of products because it has adjustable aisles within it, so that there are guides to help hold up the products. So when they place an order of $500 or more, they get a free display, and it's a very, very nice countertop display. They also get free shipping. So,
oops, sorry. And then it also has our tee with our logo on it. It's a really nice addition too. They get a tee.
Okay, so these are all then full sizes, so you can have a reference of what our full sizes look like. These are 2 ounce sizes. This is a 2.5 ounce in the sunscreen, 4 ounce in the insect repellent.
So this is how the Renew lotion looks like, the one for recovery, which can be used in feet, legs, arms. And
this is the one, the Renew's the one you want to put on when you take your shoes off at the end of the day, and they're hot, sweaty, and swollen.
Yeah.
And they'll instantly feel fresh and renewed.
And this is the one with CBD. So we have the 2 options there. This is how the Flex looks like. This is the one for warm up lotion. The sunscreen looks like this. Has a 50 SPF right there. And it mentions how it's water proof for 60 minutes too. So for those who are about to swim after their round, they can do it no problem. The Bog Off has a really nice presentation. we put a lot of emphasis on the presentation, so they can see that it's a high quality product. It's it looks classy, it looks manly, it looks sharp, and we've had a really good feedback for in terms of the look of the products as well. This is the muscle relief. This is the retail presentation, and the one with CBD. This is it. And for the aromatherapy,
And you'll open that up too when you.
yeah, this is the box for the aromatherapy.
So I'd like to tell you a little story about the aromatherapy and how it got started. So we have been doing business with a substantial resort in Mexico called Vedanta. They have 8 locations, and they've been rated by Travel and Leisure as the number one wellness resort in Mexico. And they have just absolutely gorgeous courses,
Yeah.
really gorgeous courses and locations. I'm going to take that for just a second. And so the way that this particular product got started, and I'll set it like right about there, I think,
Yeah.
maybe a little higher so you can see it. There, that's better. Is I was contacted by the director of the spas for the Total Corporation and asked to create a product that would help their travelers when they came in off of long flights to reduce the swelling that would occur in their feet and legs. Excuse me, no, I'm sorry. They wanted to have a product that was going to help to renew their energy. I got confused for a second there. To renew their energy and help to restore them quickly so that they would be able to get out and enjoy their vacation without jet lag. And so consequently, I'm the chemist. And so I started developing my research toward aromatherapy that would serve that purpose. So I presented to them this combination, this formula, and they just went nuts for it. And everybody who uses it loves it. It comes in a bottle about this size, so it's not really very big. I'll put it over here. And but it lasts for a long time because you only need to inhale it or apply a drop to pulse points like on your wrist or behind your ears. And then it goes into the body very quickly, and as Claudia mentioned before, creates a lot of clarity and focus in your thinking. This product is awesome for training. If you've got any pros that you're talking to and they're talking about their, junior tournaments or trainings, and it doesn't have to be kids, it can be adults too. This is a thing that really helps people to regain better concentration, focus, and muscle memory. So, and you can use it at work, great for de-stressing. So I wanted to give you that little background on that because it's a real gem, and everyone that uses it has absolutely fallen in love with it.
Yeah, it is actually, we kind of on the story on how TrueScore got started after she developed that product. Then they had us collaborate with them to develop a golfer's massage that they were going to use. They were going to offer in their spa. So we did that collaboration, and then we also started to introduce the products. It wasn't TrueScore yet. It was Emily Natural Care products. But they started to carry in their pro shop the repellent and the sunscreen and the aromatherapy. So that gave us a more broad idea of what was gonna be TrueScore for later. So that's also how we got the idea, because we had a lot of participation in that golfer's secret, the golfer's massage, excuse me, and after the PGA show, we had a really, really good response because obviously it's something that nobody else has ever done. And I want to bring this up to give you kind of a perspective that that after being in the road for the first time and introducing the line in the Boise area, we got 3 orders immediately. That was just with 1 week that we spent there, and the response has been very good. Every time a person asks if they can try the product, they would try the muscle relief, before their round. So they would try it if they have some soreness on their knee, on their wrists or so. And then by the time they finalize their round, they come back and they want to buy one because they said, well, it really worked for me. Some other people have said, well, I've tried a lot of things with CBD. I've tried it all, and there's nothing that helps my pain. And so it turns out that after they have tried our balm, they come back and they say, well, guess what? It really worked. So it's just a matter of really making somebody feel it, and they can notice the results very, very fast. And so this is a very strong selling point because we have been doing demo days. And then so that way we can get in touch with the golfers who are attending a tournament, and the response has been very, very good. So it's also one thing that I wanted to mention regarding how easily that sale can be prompted.
I'd like to add to that. Because of the fact that it works within about 5 minutes, we're talking about instant gratification. So when you are, talking with the customer, and whether you're a phone rep or a field rep, I immediately ask them, did you try the arthritis and muscle relief? That's the number one product you want to lead in with, because the response is so fast. And if they don't have pain, they're going to know somebody who has pain, because everybody knows somebody who has pain. And when they're able to see that response so quickly, it's almost instantly, it's a sell. People are ready to lay down the money and say, I want that. So it opens up the door for other products as well.
Yep.
Okay, so we've gone through the golfer secret, and I'd like to talk also about one of the advantages of our line is the fact that we are repeat sales. Unlike a golf club or golf glove or something that someone will buy one time in a pro shop, we're a commodity. We're something that somebody is going to want to come back there and buy again and again. So for the pro shops or retailers, this is something that they're not going to see that customer one time. They're going to be coming back and they're going to be replenishing their supplies through that retailer. So that's a big advantage when you're going in and you're talking to a retailer, to a pro shop, is they're going to have continued sales. There's going to be great loyalty associated with our products. And our products are all 100% money back guaranteed. So if for any reason they have a customer who is not happy or they're not happy, we completely stand behind everything that we are selling to you. And so there's really no risk in that regard.
We're that confident. Yeah, we are.
We're also a 3-generation family-owned business, and I think that says something too. I mean, we've been around for a long time, and we've had some really substantial retailers that have carried products from our other line. And so it's really important for you to know that this is a company that's going to be around. We're dependable, and we are completely 100% here to provide you service, to help answer your questions, to make whatever needs to happen in order for you to be able to make money too. We want to see you have success. So there are a lot of companies out there that have had some really interesting success stories. There's the Dollar Shave Club, and there's just, there's a lot of really interesting up and coming companies. And we feel that we're going to be in that same caliber, because we are very, very focused on providing the ways to give personalized service to our customers through you, directly to them. When we're sending out their orders, they're getting information. We're sending them personalized thank you cards that we sign. We're letting them know that we as a team are completely here to help all of you have success.
And
That's awesome.
oh, sorry, I wanted to mention one thing about the line that we all developed this line based on the real needs of being out there in the course. So like literally we have the things that you can take, and not just in the course, but in your daily life, in your daily basis, because we thought about everything. We thought about the focus, about controlling your stress, which you're gonna have in the course, but you're gonna have it off the course as well. You know, when you're driving, when you're dealing with something at work, whatever it is that's making you stressed, you can use this, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get the same benefits. You are probably not gonna have a sore spot from golf, but from sleeping badly, and maybe you have an important tournament tomorrow, and it doesn't matter how much you spent on your driver, in your irons, in your gloves, in your apparel, in your balls. It doesn't really matter if your shoulder, if your knee, if your elbow doesn't feel good, you can't really use them. There's nothing in the world that's gonna make you perform as you wish. And so, and the lotions, everything has a purpose, everything has a reason. And we are focusing on the wellness of the golfer, because they can replace a driver, they can replace the irons, they can replace everything, but they cannot replace their body. And that's a very important thing that we have to touch bases with the buyers and with the customer as well, because there's nothing they can do about their body, you know, to take care of it if they don't give it real attention. That's what is going to make them perform in the course, but also is going to have them enjoy their life better.
Exactly.
So we're not promising that you're going to like play better and you're going to take off 3 or 4 strokes of your game immediately just by using this. But we can promise you that you're going to have a much more enjoyable experience on the course. And since it's a mental game, when you have a better experience, your score is going to reflect it, because you're going to be enjoying yourself more. You're going to be less stressed about it.
Good point. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, Julie, if you and Claudia don't mind, I'd like to just say a few comments just related to the product. First off, excellent product review. That was very well done.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I believe you mentioned some key points. The arthritis rub is amazing too. It's as somebody that has psoriatic arthritis like myself, I can tell you it makes my life completely different. And I believe anybody that does take the time to put that on their body on a sore spot, they will have a very, very positive reaction in a short time period and be very open-minded to this line. I also think there's 2 products that are very important: the Flex and the Renew, because flex is absolutely important. Golf is one of those sports where you do need flexibility, and the tour players know that. They stretch, they go to the chiropractor to warm up, they hit many range balls and do all sorts of different types of yoga and so on. They get loose before a golf round. The average golfer doesn't do that.
That's
They
right.
show up at the last minute, they run out to the tee box, and I'll tell you what, I was one of them because I was running late for the last tee time, and I did put it on some of the parts that were hurting my neck, my back, my lower back, my wrist, and my forearms. And when I got to the first tee, I didn't have time to warm up. I felt like I had hit a bunch of golf balls. It was a really an amazing experience. And then also the Renew product is excellent for post round. I'll tell you, it's one of the best products I've ever put on the feet and legs, you know, where you're really hurting the most. And I think if they put it on right afterwards, when they finish their round and they go into the bar for a drink, before they finish that first drink, they're going to already start to feel the effects of that Renew product. I've personally experienced that. The aromatherapy is very interesting because there's not very much like that. What I'm seeing on the tour, the PGA Tour, and what I've also been seeing, I'm a tournament player for 8-ball, and what I'm seeing on professional tour with players, the billiards, is the same type of thing, that they are using aromatherapies during the course of their round, and they're doing it, you know, at certain times to keep their clarity and focus, and when they're feeling under pressure. And I agree that, you know, right before the first tee is a good time there, and I think that's an important time for a golfer to get that clarity in their mind. You know, what you mentioned also in addition, as far as the you know, the repellent, as I've talked to superintendents about this. I talked to the National Golf Course Owners Association, and one of the concerns they do have with many of the aerosol type spray repellents in particular is that they're getting sprayed on the same places, the first tee or the 10th tee or wherever, and it's ruining the grass. And even worse, I had a couple of superintendents tell me that they've been noticing on the first and second green, when people golfers are putting on sunscreen when they realize they don't have it on yet, it's ruining the greens. And that's really expensive grass and real estate. And so we have a great solution that the superintendents and the general managers will realize is because if they bring out the stuff they buy from CVS or Walmart or wherever and spray it while they're on the golf course, it's going to kill the grass. There's no question about it. And then lastly, as far as the the golfer's secret, it is a customizable offering that we can do in relatively low quantities. So those of you that have golf tournaments, golf resorts, or even private clubs that want their name on the product, that golfer's secret is one of the most economical and impactful ways that their logo will be right on the outside of the golfer's secret, tied to the golfer's bag. And believe me, that as far as a goodie bag and a tournament thing, it is really a keepsake and not something they're just going to toss away.
Sure, and that's gonna prompt more sales too. If they're carrying the products in their pro shop and the customer already knows where to find those products, once they run out this size, they're gonna wanna buy the full size. And some other thing that I would like to touch on this aromatherapy product, and I'm speaking for myself because when I started playing, I mean, it's always tough, right? It's golf. It's really, really hard. But this, if it hadn't been for this, I would have given up because, when you are first hitting the ball and you don't even hit the ball, you don't know what you're doing, you get frustrated, you start to feel desperate. The first or the second time you are in an actual golf course and you're playing and you have people behind you and you're slow and you're trying to hurry, I mean, this really helped me to not lose my mind when I was trying to put all these thoughts together about why I needed to be doing, while the people behind me were giving me this look like, oh, can you just move on to the next one? And there's really one way of learning golf. You need to play golf in order to learn how to golf. And so I really believe that it's a very, very important point to touch with instructors and with the pros at the golf courses, that if they introduce this product and they teach the people and they teach the youth and whoever who is new at golf, that they have something to rely on, so their process of learning is less frustrating. I think, and now more than ever, because now golf is getting so popular, it's growing so fast. Yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of those people might get disappointed of their poor performance at first because they're learning. And I really believe that something like that can boost their confidence and make them overcome that frustration and keep trying at getting better at golf, rather than just giving up because golf is not for me, I can't do this, I'm not good at golf, and all these thoughts that we have when we're frustrated.
Well, I think also you talked about the range, Tony, and the golfers or the aromatherapy is a great product to take with you to the range because it helps the mind to allow the memory of the muscles to have a better connection, is essentially the point there. And so you establish a new stroke pattern more quickly. You're trying to, create a new move. Maybe you've learned something about the angle of your body or the angle of your shoulder and what you need to do to try a new shot or a new club. And this just helps to establish it so much more quickly than when you're mentally fighting it. So, so anyway, lots of fun things here for you all to try.
One thing I want to say real quickly, just on that aromatherapy, is there's a lot of skeptics out there too, and I had never tried one before, and I was playing in a match on Friday in a tournament, and I was down. We were a race to 4, first player to win 4 games. I was down 3-1, and so I went to my bag. I pulled it out of my bag. I did the aromatherapy, and within about a 5-minute time frame, I did notice a better clarity. I did come back and I won the next 3 games and ended up winning the match. And my competitor just said, "What was that that you were sniffing out of your pool bag? What did you pull out?" And the next thing I know, of course, he wanted one, and so I gave it to him, and I've got another one now. I have to put in my pool bag, but I can just tell you that if they try it, the skepticism will go away.
Yeah. Well, that's so true, and even my husband now. I'm always kind of after him, but I'm like, tell your friends about it. He's like, no, because we're betting. I don't want them to win.
Yeah.
But that's part of how we came up with Golfer's Secret for the bag, because it was like every golfer has a little secret. Well, maybe this is going to be your little secret, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, well,
Excellent. Well,
I'd like to open up for any questions. Does anybody have anything they'd like to suggest or offer or question?
I'd like to ask a question. This is Ted from Violent Golf in Michigan. What is the sales difference between having CBD and not having CBD, and the performance of with and without when it comes to the products that have CBD?
You want me
Does
to?
that make sense?
Okay,
Yeah.
so the difference generally is about double the potency. So what happens when you
Okay.
add CBD is it's a powerful additional anti-inflammatory. We make the product already with very powerful anti-inflammatories, but when you include the CBD in it, it elevates the performance and from that standpoint. Excuse me. The CBD, our products with CBD, very important to know is that they carry deeper into the body than most CBD products will that anybody tries that's a topical. We use very high grade, what are called carrier oils. Carrier oils penetrate through the skin and go into the layers of the epidermis down to the muscle and the joint within about 5 minutes. And in particular, emu oil and moringa oil, both of which we use. And they carry the CBD deeper. CBD is not a carrier oil. So essentially it sits on the skin and it gets a partial penetration. It can enter the bloodstream, but it is not going to get into the muscle joint as quickly and easily as it does when it is combined with a carrier. So whether you're using the arthritis and muscle rub or like the Renew with the CBD, those products with the CBD are essentially about twice as potent. And they start working in about the same amount of time, still like 5 to 10 minutes, but they will generally last about twice as long.
What do we sell more as far as with CBD or without CBD?
So far, we're selling more without. I think that is because a lot of the
Okay.
pro shops are just still starting to jump on the CBD wagon.
Although I would like to say that in context, sorry to interrupt, but when we're doing the demo days, it's the opposite. When we're
It's true.
interacting directly with the customer, they always buy the CBD one. And I show them both and I have them try both. And the one that they come back and buy is the one with CBD, even though it's double the price.
That is always true.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
with the customer.
always true.
Mhm.
And I mean, I think in general, people are very interested in wanting to buy the CBD products, but also part of it is the comfort level of the pro shop and their employees to sell it. What is their knowledge of it? You know, do they have some firsthand experience that then they're going to say, you know, but I really like the one with the CBD. So I guess it's important to say that overall right now, the CBD is outselling the one without CBD in direct orders, in direct customer direct purchases. But so far though, the pro shops are buying primarily products that do not have CBD in them. We expect to see that change because we are continuing to expand our training options for the pro shops. So if you have customers in the pro shops that want to participate in a training or even want to have a personal call from us or willing to have a personal call from us, we're more than happy to do that. And we promise we'll keep it more brief than this call.
Okay, I have a question. Can you hear me? This is
Yes.
Jim. Okay, good. On the sunscreen, which you've got a 2.5 ounce and a 1 ounce, and then the bug off, which comes in a 4 ounce. Some of the people are really looking for this because some of the bug spray and even the sunscreen is difficult for them to get. So my question to that is, what is the minimum to each of these items? 25, 50, one of a kind? What can they order?
They can order one of
In other
it.
words, let's say one of my customers says, "Hey, I want you 2.5 ounce sunscreen. How many do I have to buy?"
So as far as we're concerned, they can buy one.
Okay, well, I don't like that, but I understand. So
I know you
I'm
don't
gonna,
like that,
I'm
but
gonna,
if they buy 12, they get one free. So,
yeah, I'm going to shoot for 24 pieces
all right,
Mhm.
well, you know, the incentive there, if
minimum.
they order 24, they're gonna get 2 more at no charge. And if their order
Really?
is, yeah, and if their order is $500 or more, they get free shipping. So there's
Okay, now,
motivation
so
there.
wait, back up just a minute. Say that again on the, if I buy 24, get what free?
If you, for every 12 they buy, they get 1 free. If they buy 24, they'll get 2 free. And if they buy $500 or more, they get free shipping and they'll get a free countertop wood display.
Okay, but if they buy like on a sunscreen or the bug off, either one, if they buy X amount, they get 1 free per each one, or two per,
1 free for every 12.
1 for every item. Okay.
1 free for
So
every
like you
12,
want it,
Jay,
12 pieces.
1 free for every 12 units that they buy of
Oh.
one product.
okay, so they get 2 out of 24. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, okay. And
And
it,
That answered my question.
yeah,
Great, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
of
Oh, you're
course,
welcome.
absolutely. Glad to clarify that for you.
And when you get a chance, send the display image too, Julie, because I think that's a big selling point. At $500, they get a free freight, plus they get to display, and it'll help them sell more products. So I think we can send that around and perhaps even add that to the sales sheet.
Well, we should be getting those finished, I hope, this week shipped to us. They're really very attractive. They ship flat, but they don't require a lot of assembly, which, most pro shops and retailers don't want to have to do much in assembly. So it's very, very easy to just pop it together, and it's very, very attractive.
Excellent.
Oh, and I wanted to mention, Jay, the reason why we allow a customer to do such a minimum order if they want, we don't want them to sit with other products on their shelf empty. Excuse me. I don't want them to sit, like, let's say, for example, they're carrying the Renew and the Arthritis and Muscle Rub. They ran out of the Arthritis and Muscle Rub, but they still have Renew. They don't want to order because they want to wait until they have a certain amount that they need. Let them order whenever they're ready. They call us direct, you're going to get credit for the order anyway, but we want to make sure that they keep their display full. Excuse me.
And I wanted to also talk about the difference between our CBD and the rest of the CBD companies that are out there. So, because so far some people have told us, well, I'm already carrying this CBD line and it's selling, I don't really want to add one more. So the turnaround would be, and we've done this successfully, you just have to explain to them why our CBD works better. First, because we are using the highest quality CBD. It comes from Oregon. The hemp is completely organic,
Yes.
and we use the right amount. We've had a lot of experience about hearing how some companies declare that they're using 250 milligrams or 500, and when they actually have been tested, they are cheating that amount. So we're third-party lab tested, and the amount that we are declaring is even a little less than we really put into the product, just to be on the safe side. And because of the high quality ingredients and the carrier oils that we use, it's gonna always double at least the performance versus the other brands.
Absolutely.
Because they are not using such quality carrier oils and the best carrier oils. So it doesn't matter how much they put in there, it's not gonna penetrate as deep as ours. So those are, very important points to have that out there with the buyer. And there's always a third option. You can always offer 2 lines instead of 1 and let people decide, because a lot of people are tired of just seeing one thing. Some people want to see a lot of more options, and if you have a line that has 2 offerings, most likely the customer is going to be attracted to that.
Mm-hmm.
And we found that in a lot of cases, a lot of people really, really appreciate the fact that we have a line that offers both. we're not just focused on CBD, trying to push the CBD, trying to push the most expensive item. We have both, because we also know that not everybody wants CBD. So we do have two options.
Yeah.
But one of the related selling point too is that the fact that because it is a consumable and the product sells through, they only can get that product through the golf pro shops that you're selling. And what we've heard as far as industry complaints from golf pros is that they're buying a product from the pro shop and then ending up subsequently buying it from a drugstore or another mass market retailer after that. So essentially the pro shop and the sales rep that are selling that product are basically teaming up for a mass market, and they're both losing money. So that's not going to happen with TrueScore.
Never. Are there more questions? Do you have any more
Excellent.
questions also, Tony?
No, I think that's great. I took a lot of notes. I'll share those notes after the call, and let's collaborate and get the sales reps all the ammunition you need. I really appreciate the support of your team. Your team's been great for supporting our efforts and responding. So we've got to respond to some orders and some new locations.
Yeah,
Well,
and
thank you.
And don't hesitate on contacting us for any questions, support, or, we're really here to help you. And if you want to, like Julie said, if you want to have somebody from the pro shop or somebody who's interested and has questions or wants to clarify, we're always here to help.
Excellent. Well, thank you everybody for your time, and have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.
Thank you,
very
everybody.
much.
We
Bye.
appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.